Omega here for loser 7th here. Of course, we just saw Peabnut beat Tavares to get into this top 8 position. Omega, I believe, oh gosh, just told me who beat him. I immediately forgot.
Zurzel.
Zurzel beat him, and then he beat Sakana,
yeah. Sakana who unfortunately losing there, but it was on a pretty big tear of a run.
Yeah. Hey, but I mean, Omega, just a good player, able to close out that crazy losers run here, and hoping to get a little bit more of a losers run of its own here. Starting out with a pretty strong start here on Peabnut, 77%. Then that's without Arsene, you know. I mean, that's kind of rough if you're starting out with this much damage, getting killed by Base Joker, and then coming back to fight Arsene in the second stock. So
yeah, or it also means that, right, that like Arsene's gonna be coming in at the perfect moment for you to be able to secure that kill. That Crash Bomber gonna go off right as Omega gets to the ledge invulnerability. That sweet paradise of the ledge.
And that dash effect to catch the Metal Blade, not gonna quite work out there. But, you know, Omega's got Arsene, trying to look for that back air to find that kill, but he's not yet smartly just playing back, just get away from Arsene, find your hits when you can, hits it with a stray back air. Wow, actually, I kind of like that recovery from Peabnut, though. Like that's kind of a mix-up, you know, Omega expecting the play, but
wow,
not expecting that death, honestly.
That was an insane wait there. And that was also crazy.
He just waited for the air dodge in. Okay, Peabnut. He was like, he called that out almost immediately. Great stuff there from Peabnut. Bringing us back to an even game.
Yeah, bringing us right back to even. And we're seeing Omega, you know, a little bit in that disadvantaged state, but now he has Peab at the ledge here. Of course, about halfway to Big Brother Arsene there. Needs to get his damage racked up now so that he can find that kill as soon as Arsene comes online.
For sure. I mean, he's trying to find some options to get those percent. I mean, Omega's kind of been chipping away from afar here and there. Able to find himself in an electric situation. Hopefully a little bit more damage for him. The AHA doing wonders for his actually bringing Peabnut all the way up to 74, putting him in a pretty good spot for Arsene to close out the stock here. But I mean, Peab may potentially find this kill early.
And that dare up smash.
Dare up smash, the classic. You know, I was saying Peabnut might be able to find that edge guard to get this kill, but yeah, not gonna happen.
Metal Blade into that up tilt there. Gonna do a good job of getting him off, but that's just gonna be another reset to neutral there from Omega.
Yeah, Omega's so good at just like understanding how to reset situations there. Look, that was so okay. I know nothing happened, but it's just cool to see like Omega do the full hop and just like back off, wait for Peabnut after that grab.
Yeah,
it just shows the level of patience that Omega has and the level of awareness about what kind of situation he's playing to. This was really bad for Peabnut. That might actually be dead. Yeah, absolutely dead.
That's gonna be a very clean 2-stock coming out from Omega here. Of course, coming up, coming either down or up from Georgia. Is it?
Right from left.
Right. Yeah, whatever. Georgia. He's coming from Georgia. Everyone knows Omega. He's such a great Joker player. He's been on the come up over the past year and a half or so. And I mean, you know, almost qualifying for Summit. He's such a phenomenal player.
So yeah, up 1-0 against Peabnut. I'm wondering what the counter pick is. I mean, how do you really counter pick against Joker here, though? You know, like.
I mean, technically, Mega Man is supposed to do well against Joker. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I could see it, but I mean, Omega just playing on a different level, just understanding the situations. Great up smash there for Peabnut, just as an outer shield option. And honestly, like, it makes sense that it's a good outer shield option. Actually, I don't even blame him going to the up smash. It's just a fast.
It's a fast, big multi-hit there. That's just like such a good little. Oh wow, that's him.
And I mean, the way you play out of shield in this matchup is going to be really important for Peabnut as well, because, you know, Joker can definitely put a lot of pressure, especially with Arsene on shield. So being aware of that is really important. But speaking of being aware, Peabnut with some great spacing to avoid that back air and gets himself back on stage to reset neutral.
Yeah, and Joker, I say it kind of jokingly, but a little seriously. Joker is one of those characters that can almost like, he can almost like breakdance around as he just runs into an up tilt.
He just lets it rip.
Yeah, just lets it rip right there. You know what? I probably would have run into that.
Oh,
I think, yeah.
That was me. I run into that. You know, I'm like, oh, I'll get a dash attack or something. No, Peabnut's just a little bit faster.
Yeah. But as I was saying, Joker is one of those characters that can kind of like breakdance around your shield a little bit, right? You can just sort of choose a bunch of his low commitment options around your shield and just say, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for you to commit to an option, and then I'm gonna punish you extremely hard for it.
Okay, Arvin coming at a kind of unfortunate time there. You know, Omega kind of had a setup there against Peabnut on ledge, and then he got it, and then he went off immediately to disadvantage. But, I mean, as I said, Omega got a really good position against Peabnut here. Just needs one hit to really close this out. Tried to find it with that empty hop. Doesn't quite get it. And Peabnut able to switch it up and get back on stage and completely waste out Arsene.
Yeah.
Arsene gone to try to get this kill for Omega is going to be really hard.
Ooh,
I thought that fair one was the lead in the nonsense, but the real nonsense was the Peabnut F smash taking out another stock from Omega.
And that is near full Arsene there. Yeah, that's a lot. Unfortunately, the percent was just a little too high for that fair one to connect into the drag down up air. But now we are in the range of just any stray hit from Joker killing. That footstool into the leaf shield. Not quite going to be able to do it.
Oh, okay, there you go. Actually,
there we go.
actually finds the kill there with the second hit of the pair. Such a mountain to climb here, though. I mean, like with Arsene gone, I mean, you can get it probably back maybe one more time here, but that's about it. But that's not enough Arsene for 2 stocks, you know? Like, it's... I feel like Peabnut's going to really have to try to find some kind of early camp here, some kind of crazy play with just base Joker here. Otherwise, it's looking like curtains for this game, too.
Yeah, absolutely. He is building up Arsene here, and this is a pretty damn good time to be building up Arsene. If you need to cheese a stock, there is no better time to do it than that up tilt is going to be able to take it.
Hey, no tech, no problem. Peabnut getting that up tilt to finish out that game. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking to adjust here, if you're Omega, I wish I noticed a little bit more about what he would potentially need to do in this set, or what we might see from Omega in order to adapt here. I think, you know, game 1, it felt like Omega's timings with Arsene were a lot cleaner, whereas in this game it feels like either a lot of wasted Arsenes almost. You know, Peabnut was able to just either get the hit on Arsene and just shred it with like Leaf Shield, or just you know, just finding it in positions that he really couldn't execute off of. So
yeah, and I like what you said about the Arsene usage. I think maybe it's not quite as much the wasted Arsene. It's more the fact that, right, he's been in that game 1, he got such big percent leads before he got that Arsene.
Yeah.
So when he got the Arsene up, it was almost instantaneous value because of the game positioning, because of the pace of the game that everything was going in. Right. So like you said, that Arsene usage is just so important for him in this matchup.
And right now, it's looking a little similar to game 1, racking up that damage, getting a ton of percent here, getting close to the Arsene, and hopefully gonna have it, unless...
He dead? Oh,
okay. I was gonna say, unless you just kill him before he even gets the champ. Oh, great attempt on that down air from Peabnut, but gonna get an
up, down air, up,
win.
smash.
Yeah. That was really unfortunate if you're Peabnut there. Like, only got, like, the first hit of air, and, like, was just stuck on the other 2 hits, so Omega had plenty of time to line up that down smash, down air up smash.
Absolutely, yeah. And now has the opportunity to rack up this extra credit here. He is, when he had the opportunity to do that in that game 1, he did such a good job of making sure he could capitalize off of his interactions. That nair into the metal blade, into that grab, into the back air.
You know, I think that might actually be another thing too. I feel like game 2, Omega wasn't catching those metal blades nearly as often, but in game 3, it feels like he's been just on top of just denying Peabnut's metal blade usage with any kind of crazy Z-drop nonsense here, just using it for himself and giving himself another tool in neutral. And it's been kind of hard for Peabnut to find a way around his own tools, honestly. So, great stuff there from Omega to adapt to this game 3.
Yeah, and Omega, he's done such a good job of getting all of this extra credit. He's got 103%. Oh, his only 101 right now. A full stock lead here. But Peabnut does have the ledge set up, but he gets reversaled, and now he's the one in disadvantage. Really good crash bomber there to set up.
That was such a smart play there from Peabnut. Like, oh, that's
Oh,
what? F smash not fast enough there from Omega here. I kind of wonder why he went for F smash over down smash there. I think maybe it's definitely possible, but maybe just didn't possible.
Yeah, just a little bit too early on it.
Okay, again, Omega just kind of starting to play around the metal blades now, just kind of jumping over here and there. Really just need to find one thing. Great avoidance from the ledge trump there from Peabnut, but still in a rough spot. Nice grab there for Omega. Not gonna have a kill throw yet. Might have a down throw kill in the near future.
Maybe. This does seem like range for an either down throw or a back throw kill there. That's a lot of damage.
Oh,
my god, the loop?
What? I don't think I've seen that loop ever.
Me either.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, in a sense. The drag down loop's going a little bit crazy. But I mean, speaking of crazy, Arsene out, and all he needs is that one straight hit. If Omega can land himself hit, he's in a really good position here, but Peabnut doing a great job of stalling out this Arsene, and Omega's not got much left.
He has no Arsene left, and this crash bomber is surely gonna be taking the rest of it away as he loses it right about now. That back air gonna be able to do it, but this is a new full fresh stock here for Peabnut the full fresh stock here that Omega can work with here.
Yeah.
He has so much of a lead here.
Gun down tilt. Did you see that? I actually love that. You know,
he is cooking something, that's for sure.
Omega's movement is always so fun to watch. He just has such a good handle of his character. He truly is like a character specialist because his movement is just so clean. But Peabnut with the clean setup with the metal blade up tilt, gonna find that stock. No, he is 72%, and that lead blade, all that, he's gonna get you a little damage, but it's gonna get a whole lot more Arsene meter. And so you've gotta be a little bit scared of Peabnut. You either need to get this damage now or find a way to cheese Omega before he gets Arsene.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's about 3/4 of the way there right now. You need to make sure you can get this stock. Of course, you do have that up tilt, which is going to be a really good option there. Trying to go for that fair one. That down tilt, the down air into the down air into the just conversion there, and able to make sure that Peabnut can get himself back into a neutral state.
Yeah, I like the way Peabnut's playing here. Just play patient, play back. You don't want to mess with Arsene. Like you've got enough range to deal with the AHA, so you've got bullets to deal with it. So I like the way Peabnut's just playing around that. He knows this is win condition, just to time out Arsene and then find a way to get this kill on Omega. But as we say that, Omega in a great position. Tried to find the back air, but Peabnut able to sneak in a fair, and we're back to a little bit of advantage. Change of state from Peabnut, but this is really, really tight for this game 3. Who's gonna take this stock?
That F tilt not quite gonna be able to do it, but that sends it at a really disgusting angle, and that just sets it up perfectly for Omega to be able to take it there.
Great stuff there from Omega. You think Peabnut was trying to run up tilt? I feel like he was like, it felt like in my brain and like in my soul, he was just like running up to Omega before he F tilted and was like, I'm gonna
it's definitely possible, but it could have been a dash grab there as well. Could have been, but gonna be taking it to small battlefield here. You know, just trying to shorten it up, give Joker less room to run away from you, less room to sort of get those crazy conversions off of that fair one, off of those nairs.
No, and I think that's a good standpoint to go with. But again, I mean, we've seen that once Omega has gotten Joker, it paid out pretty well for Peanut to just be able to stay back and held it. And you know, with a smaller stage, it might be a bit harder to try to time out Arsene. So I mean, you really kind of almost got to look for a different strategy than just like trying to camp out Arsene on a stage of small battlefield.
Yeah, as exactly as you're saying, we've got already 83% here to only 20 coming out from Omega.
I mean, they're still pretty just scrapping a neutral here. Omega just kind of getting a lot of the better ends of these scraps. Great spacing there from Omega. Almost got hit by that forward smash. Not quite taking it though. 101 here on Peabnut. Omega looking for some kind of opportunity, but gets hit, and Omega Peabnut able to reset just a little bit. Up tilt happened.
That was an up tilt. It was
an up tilt.
It was one of the up tilts of all time.
True.
As we see both players pressing a little bit of buttons here, but honestly, can you blame them trying to grab these kills super early?
And this is what I was talking about, right? Like that camping from Peabnut just didn't feel as effective on this stage. Omega was able to quickly close the distance, get on the platform, and use the platform to use that movement mix-up to get Peabnut off stage. Omega surviving a very scary situation.
Wow. Honestly, I don't even have words.
No,
the confidence to just sit there in front of that F smash that is literally traveling at you and just aha.
Yeah, game knowledge check. I know where this is.
Okay, wow, okay. that was he was trying to get him to drop shield to the up tilt there.
That was the walking the shield upset.
Yeah, that was the I know what you want.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and now you have 200%. You are at max rage and
that was a really great situation there for Peabnut. I feel like a lot of times Peabnut's like kind of trying to scout out for the air dodge there, but I don't think Omega actually air dodged the second up there. I think he just kind of got out, and Peabnut just decided to like, okay, I'm just gonna throw out the fair earlier than he may expect and get the kill.
Yeah.
I really like that setup, but of course Omega able to immediately even it back up with simple back air. Just throw it out, get the kill.
Yeah, and alright, we are about to see Arsene back online. Big brother Arsene is here.
Yeah.
But
and this is another interesting situation, kind of similar to game 2, right? Where Omega's not getting Arsene at the most optimal positions, right? The Peabnut really not in a kill position here. Ooh, he gets the lead shield. We're gonna pretty much run out Arsene all the way. So really just not able to capitalize too much off the Arsene just from stage position alone here. And at least Omega's able to get some kind of advantage here, able to throw Peabnut off stage, so definitely evened it back up, but we've not seen the crazy cheese that Arsene can pull out. Wow!
This up tilt has been the MVP of this series
for sure.
For Peabnut right now.
Yeah, getting that up tilt super early to close that stock out. And again, a very effective up tilt too. That might have been probably one of the earliest percentages just that up tilt might have killed. I think he did 86. But the drag down up air up smash gonna do it again.
Oh my! He literally got the drag down up smash drag down up air into the up smash, and then on the landing got another fair one drag down drag down up air into the up smash.
Oh man, it's, Omega, big fan of deja vu. Loves to do see some nice little patterns there. Speaking of some, oh my god.
One thing I want to point out here is how good Omega has been at getting this Crash Bomber off of himself. Right, he has not been taking these heavy conversions off of them. The Crash Bomber has largely, honestly, ended up out on Peabnut most of the time.
Honestly, great I think.
This is Peabnut's tournament stock here. One back air is surely going to take it, and there it is. Pop off from Omega there. 3-1 for him.
He deserves it. His movement is so clean, and it's it's really what set that game apart there. Just really the really quick movements, the quick reaction, just finding ways to throw off Peabnut's game, and was able to find that back air on that roll read. So really great stuff there from Omega. Going to be moving on into top 6, and we'll be seeing a little bit of that, in the more recent future here. Of course, we've got one